Are the Cowboys, like, is this a different team this year in terms of going into the playoffs? Like, do you think they have a legitimate shot of, potentially beating the 49ers and making it to a Super Bowl?
Well, I think they've set up their team. Last offseason, Mike McCarthy made a decision to call plays, and he did it with the mindset of being able to complement his offense, his defense, and his kicking game. And everybody went crazy on Twitter. Everybody criticized because McCarthy was just going to run the ball. That wasn't the case. He's playing from in front, and he's playing to the strength of his defense, which is rushing the passer. They played more plays offensively than almost a game and a half with their defense. Their defense is the liability of their team. It gets a lot of the recognition, but if they have to play toe-to-toe against a team, that may not work. Or if they play a good offensive team. Philly last week moved the ball on them. They just turned it over in their red zone. That game's a little misleading. Philly's got to protect the football better. I think this offense will continue to be good. And I think this week in Buffalo, playing on the turf with no weather, I think they'll still be good. They'll block Buffalo's front. I think the key question's got to be answered is if you think Dallas can win, they've got to play really good defense and rush Josh Allen and get him on the ground. And those are hard things to do. But I don't see this Cowboy team going away unless they go on grass. They're not the same team on grass that they are on turf.
Yeah, you're saying it's not the weather, it's the grass or the turf. And you said Buffalo has turf, but the weather might be, right? It's Buffalo, it's December. There's a chance that
supposed to be 48 and cloud. Well, it's always cloudy in Buffalo and Lake Erie at this time of the year. But I think it's true. I mean, I lived there for 10 years. I know it. I think they have enough power up front. See, here's the issue for Buffalo this week, right? The Buffalo's got to handle the power of Dallas's offensive line. They got to be able to stay toe to toe with them. Philly beat them in the first game because Philly got a lot of pressure on the quarterback. Dak had to move around quite a bit. I thought Dallas's offensive line played really well last week and blocked Philly. I know Riddick had 2 sacks, but they did a good job in that game. Buffalo's going to have to find a way to put pressure on them because they will attack this Buffalo secondary. They will attack the zone concepts.